To our COVID coverage as we work to rebound from the effects of the pandemic. And we know a lot of you have questions about vaccines, from Johnson & Johnson being put on pause to a local clinic being shut down to even the availability. Tonight, I'm taking your questions straight to our state's leader.
You can just show up and you'll get one. And we're really excited about that.
Governor Polis touting the mass vaccination site at the state fairgrounds as the first walk-up site in the state. FEMA is operating it and about a dozen others across the country. It helps bring more supply to Colorado because the federal government is supplying 22,000 additional vaccines a week.
But we're able to do thousands a day at these large sites, and it's so easy. I hear from everybody. I went there, I was home, it took 15, 20 minutes.
I asked him about Dr. Moma's clinic in the Springs. 4,000 people have to get revaccinated because the state health department says the vaccines weren't being stored properly. Why wasn't this caught earlier?
They, like others, self-certified that they were doing the techniques they signed, saying we are doing the proper storage, we're doing everything else. It turned out they weren't, and thankfully we caught that.
He says on top of the large vaccine clinics and facilities, they've partnered with 1,400 sites, including 100 of the equity clinics across the state to help bring more convenience. He says health inspectors work full-time, but they can't be everywhere at once.
2 million Coloradans have gotten their vaccine already, which is amazing. With an operation that large, there's bound to be issues, and I'm glad that the inspectors from CDPHE caught the issues.
Are you encouraging people, if they notice something, to come forward because you guys can't be everywhere at every moment?
Absolutely.
As for Johnson & Johnson, that has been paused by the CDC and FDA to investigate rare side effects. He said if it were up to him, he'd keep it available.
1 in 600 Americans who were alive at the beginning of the year, last year, have died from the virus. Here we're talking about one in a million side effect that is usually even treatable, frankly, if they diagnose it correctly.
Yeah. With that one, I was wondering, because it sounded like 18 to 48-year-old women. And so I was wondering, out of those 7 million, how many fit that group? But I guess that's sort of what they're researching right now, and we can figure out those numbers.
It's your guess as good as mine, whether they open it up to
million?
everybody, or they just say it's men for J&J,
Right.
or they just say it's older women and men. I mean, we'll be following, FDA, CDC.
He believes the public is confident in the vaccine, but still thousands of appointments are open.
Do you think there is a problem with public confidence right now? Why are we have appointments available? Why are we having to even have this conversation right now,
Yeah, I think it's because people don't know that they're available. I think it got this buzz a week or two ago. Oh, I can't get in. It'll probably be May. And guess what? We have plenty of slots available.
Saying the site at the Broadmoor World Arena has thousands of slots open right now. And with hospitalizations growing, we need to be vigilant and get vaccinated. They're making it easy.
Is there a percentage that you want of Coloradans?
Yeah, we'd like to be between 70 and 80% of Coloradans vaccinated.
And we have my full interview, including what he had to say about your kids and vaccines, at KOAA.com. You'll also find the vaccine clinic information in my story there as well. And when it comes to the COVID dial expiring at midnight and counties getting control, I asked if he would take back control if the numbers rise. He said he's optimistic that we are at the last month or two of restrictions till we cross the finish line of this pandemic.